Hello, my name is Akiro and I will show you a little bit about the Supreme World. So what is the Supreme World and why would you even start playing the Supreme World? When you reach level 150 on EMS, you'll get a quest called A Future with Fog. That's the quest you need to start your character on the Supreme World. What's so special about the character though? Well, the character will look exactly like your normal character. So in my case, it will look like a Mercedes, and it doesn't really matter if it's a Rory or anything, it will still look like a Mercedes. So when you complete the quest, you'll get thrown right into the tutorial. But unfortunately I won't be able to show you the tutorial right now, you'll have to watch that in a separate video. So if you want to do that, go ahead, but let's jump into the Supreme World. As you can see, it looks pretty much like your regular Maple, except for the pretty borders and stuff. But there is some things about it. For example, potion cooldowns. As you can see, potions have cooldowns, but there is some sort of workaround for it. You need to carry lots of different kinds of potions, which means you'll have to carry white potions, red potions, orange potions, unagis, you name it. Everything will come in handy, even if they do not heal all of your HP, because you want to stay topped off all the time. And the reasoning for that will come later, but it's pretty important. So the next thing is mob damage. These mobs are not your gentle Maple mobs. These mobs are out for blood and they will kill you if they get the chance. If you're a squisher, you'll probably die in 1 or 2 hits. 2 hits, that would be if you're lucky, basically. So, but warriors, for example, can take 2, if they're lucky, 3 hits. So as you can see in a second, when I try to jump down here, the mobs hurt. They hurt a lot. That was 300 HP more than what I actually had, so you gotta either keep at a safe distance or stand at safe spots, like the platforms above me, for example. You pretty much gotta avoid being hit. That's very simple actually, but melees can't use safe spots all the time, so there is something else in it for melees. As you can see, I equipped my dagger and I am pounding away on these guns right there. And as you can see, sometimes when I hit the mobs they will get knockbacked, but not always, so you gotta watch out, because if the mobs do not get knocked back, they will keep on walking towards you, which means that if you do not move, you will get touch damage. For example, right there, as you can see, I get the touch damage and I'm only very lucky to survive right there. So watch out for that. It can be deadly. The next thing is accuracy. Well, it's said that when you level up in the Supreme World, your accuracy will decrease, and that's correct. So when you reach level 100, you'll only hit like 50% of your attacks or so. But that only goes for ranged, it's not for melees. And there's another thing about it. The summons from, for example, Bowmasters or Marksmen are not affected by the decreased accuracy as well, which means Bowmasters and Marksmen have a good time with their summons doing actually doing more damage than themselves, which is quite hilarious, but for them it's pretty neat actually. So the next thing would be the dimensional transporters. You can find those pretty much everywhere, every city, whatever. As you can see, it's in the middle of the screen. You can use it to transfer mesos from the normal Maple to the Supreme World, but there's one thing about it. It's a 1 to 1,000 ratio, which means if you transfer 1 million mesos, you'll only get 10,000 in the Supreme World. That sucks, but that means you'll have to get creative on how you actually make mesos. There is something else about the dimensional transporter. You can transfer items from the Supreme World to the normal Maple, but why would you even do that? That makes no sense. Well, when you transfer an item from the Supreme World, it will get a 20% stat boost when it comes to the normal Maple, which means if you can get hands on a good item, then it will be a godly item in the normal world. So, oh, not really, but it'll be a good item at least. So that's something to keep in mind, and that's something you should look out for at least. So the next thing is, why would you torture yourself like that? I mean, mopping skills have a cooldown, you're leveling so slowly. For example, you can't even spam a mopping skill that hits more than one mob at once. which means you'll either have to vary between different mobbing skills or only use single target. So, well, one thing is, for every 10 level you get on Supreme, your level cap on your main will be increased by 1, which means the level cap in EMS is now 220. The second thing could be the medals. When you reach level 100 in Supreme, you'll get a medal that gives you 50 attack and 50 magic attack, and that's of course a medal you'll get on your main. And when you reach 200, it will be 100 of each stat, so that's a pretty neat medal. So, that's probably everything you need to know about the Supreme world, so you can stop asking questions now. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But that's all for this time, so I'll see you next time. Bye.